Okay, stream is going. I haven't done a solo stream, it feels like in forever. I pull up all my stuff. Turn down everything. Okay. Okay. And this game is Thaumaturge. I just thought I probably should talk some since some people actually just watch the VODs. But this is Thaumaturge, which is kind of a turn-based horror RPG, and it was very unique sounding. For some reason, the guy kind of reminds me of the main guy from Expedition 33? We're gonna disable nudity just because of the, you know, streaming aspect. I don't care about blood. Blood's fine. Anything else I need to know about for streaming? I think everything else is fine. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, I have no idea what you were talking about, sweetie. You sent me something about Disney had Primitive War, and I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I'll start a new game while I eat my cheesy broccoli. Thaumata is a word derived from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge or tempermancer is one of the able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprint on human psyche and brings them to surface. Are they a doctor of souls? Oh. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote.
It's what I look like every morning before I shave.
I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me.
I ate my dinner. It all done.
I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
And what is that? Whatever that was creepy.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
No, drugs.
Yes, thank you.
What kind of a person named
You're
Victor?
not looking
It's
your
like
best.
Victor, but with a W. Victor.
Thank you.
What's your message?
We'll play a trick on him.
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Send greetings to sister. Aggravate your father. Don't. We'll send greetings to the sis.
Please add my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski.
It's still Victor.
S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw, Russia.
How come that W
And this is
pronounced, but you don't
supposedly
pronounce the
Georgia.
W in Victor?
Russia here
Hey,
and
come
Russia
on.
there. Russia everywhere. On every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Find the miracle worker in the village. You received a quest, Shadows of Sims Past. This looks like Horror Baldur's Gate. I don't know what this is. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words. You can reach your goal faster.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with. Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Find the miracle worker in the tavern. So snap my fingers and follow it?
You guys already got what's yours this week.
Molchat, we're here to keep order and that don't come free. It's getting colder, so the price is getting higher.
Hey, T. Nice boots. Are they warm?
Proud answer. It not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but will also feed it even more.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your Snummy. We are the Tsar's soldiers. Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. Imagine that. I guess I'll do a quick attack. Ha! Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they're planning, unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful. Okay, preparation. Okay. Jerk. Yeah, knocked him the F out.
Serge the Ruski is right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of
Why
them.
am I a cripple? What happened? Hi, Brad. What makes me a cripple? I have legs, I have arms, I have eyes. What? Why do they keep calling me a cripple?
Good boy.
Well, you have to pet the puppies. I don't make the rules. Obtained Thaumaturge point. Don't know what that is, but apparently I got one. A Thaumaturge. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree, purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt saluters to enable further development. So, heart. Mind. Deed. Coughing, coughing, coughing. Gamble, 60% chance of dealing double damage. Restores your focus. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. What do heart? Okay, okay. Oh shoot, I had a skill upgrades. okay, okay. So I could possibly do double damage. That's a hell of a hit for double damage. Okay, that's fine. Flaw. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on a personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract saluters and allow young thaumaturges to make a pact within their first saluter. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events in the future. Okay. What the heck is this? Why'd I turn all creepy? Yeah, we had a really good time, even though I ate about 3 times my calorie I was supposed to eat, you know. But I'm back on my diet.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
Rasputin? Makes me think of that frickin', you know, Kingsman one.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a stinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I'm from Warsaw,
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you.
Ew, coffee.
And I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beats. Okay.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Okay. Observations or information that you probably interacted with people and items. Make conclusions. Valuable source. Okay. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. On some items, you'll find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of 3 forms: unknown, familiar, certain.
Let's take a look around. Damn it. Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
Rasputin's passions, okay.
Careful you don't get achy feet. You're not too worn out. You look a little peaked.
Any moment now.
I have all day.
But I did it. It's the thingy, right? Oh, it's multiple items. Okay. So is there
What have
3
you
items?
learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
It is Rasputin, sweetie.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try.
Yeah, watch, he's gonna start licking my thighs, sweetie, watch.
Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Well, where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
Okay.
I need to get out of here.
You think?
What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind.
You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind.
This kind of reminds me of
Do you hear me?
a horror
Do
Baldur's
you?
Gate mixed
Do
with like
you?
Expedition 33 or something, you know?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
Okay, sweet.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutar, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
I've heard. Okay, you want to sweep. I get that. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, the objective will reveal a path. Okay. Where's Rasputin at? Maybe.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
If I use my power, I should be able to change his attitude?
I'll be right back.
Using Thaumaturge, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions that the manipulations available. Character interaction icon will change, and the Uper will appear next to the character.
What do we have?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
I just want an apple. You know, keeping those doctors away and everything. Change? Silverstone showed mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wheels wagons from the soft soil that engulfed them. Okay. The rag reeked with sour odor of fatigue. Attempted to free wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone. The muscles burned with fire and no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. Okay. Coachman is tired and weary, you think? He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is the moment's rest. I can relieve his suffering.
I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
I'm gonna go after Rasputin. Oh, do I got more? Makes every attack deal maximum possible damage. I didn't mean to hit that, but oh well. Hi, Rasputin.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yaffiets.
Doom. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, Doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights. People are tense. Okay.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. His name is Bukavach. I guess we'll get the wagon. And we'll go. I guess we'll go to the burn. Is that where we're going? Yeah, search the burned. Yeah, that's it. Burned homestead. Okay. Okay. Just me and Rasputin.
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever is carrying the flaw that lured the Salutor here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
If I do manage to catch another Salutor, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary Thaumaturge wouldn't even try more than once. Only a few have multiple Salutors.
Why?
I don't want a proud answer. I feel like I shouldn't use a bunch of those.
Some have lost their lives trying, others their senses. I was close to madness. I lost my sense of reality. I didn't know what was true. But I know I can do it. I'm almost 100% sure.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems that led you to me?
That doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me. Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left in human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
I bear the flaw of pride.
I wouldn't have guessed.
And now? Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutor. People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a Thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Okay.
A horrible death. true fear.
A charred ragdoll. Those caked with a hard crust of fear. Oh.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Based on brought by the woman. Business smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Heart. Okay.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
I guess you could do it again.
This doesn't look like a fair fight.
That's why we're giving you a chance. Make a donation and we'll disperse in peace.
I didn't say the advantage was on your side.
Adjust upgrades? Oh, okay. Oh, concussion. Okay. Strong attacks and focus. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all their focus, causing them to enter the breakdown state. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow the fight to end quicker. That would be nice. Hit you right in the face. Ooh, 28 damage. Okay, so I control them both kind of separately, though. Enemies lost all their focus is now in the breakdown state. It's a great chance to launch a strong attack. Concussion?
Are you alright, sir?
Me?
Right?
Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
I know, who needs a knife when you got these hands, you know? Reduces focus by one if the enemy is in the suffering state. We'll try that. Back to the village. Yeah, my job keeps trying to schedule me to like 10 o'clock closing and, you know, try to get out early, but makes it really kind of hard to, you know, stream at 10 o'clock when I'm working until 10 o'clock on a closing shift and work 45 minutes to an hour away, you know? Where are you going?
Am I sensing? I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
No, I put a stop to that because they had tried that. I won't do that no more. I just want to see what that does. Concussion him and not of this world. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay. I'll plan attack you, and then I will... Oof. You douche. Just knock him right in the face.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Okay, let's try this again.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please.
I go save real quick. Lost 25 damage, double slash, 2 damage. I know, right? Well, it's because I chose the move that does less damage. You know, it does more damage the more health he has. And unfortunately, he goes second, so...
Luca, he must be the one who saved Vesna from the fire. I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please.
Okay, I already did that. Okay.
There are so many words of love inscribed here.
Broken shards of a blue ceramic dish. Okay. Mystic squabbles. Can I talk to you about your squabbles?
Now I know that woman strays. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Luca sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about
He doesn't even say anything.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite
Okay.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
Residency Luca is a solemn short of recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasily's help, and
I know you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
Oh God, I didn't want to give you that doll. That's my doll. You can't have it. To the horse person.
Again.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Confront Luca.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
That's a little extreme.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Thaumaturge. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
Challenge. Balanced story. We'll do balanced. Oh my god, that guy's big! To defeat a wild Salutor, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bar tells you when the wild Salutor sends more enemies against you. Okay, I guess we'll just start the fight then. Bukavach will planned attack. Then reduce focus. Don't you punch me. Bukavach has caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read the descriptions carefully and don't get caught off guard. Oh, Doom. Okay. There we go. Bam. Down you go. As it gets rid of negative effects from me. Stop it. So 24 on you will kill you. There we go. Ooh. Required to fall vehemence.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
You defeated Bukavach, the deed dimension Salutor, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to help. The untamed Salutor won't obey your orders, stops you from developing, weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothes his anger. You achieve the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you, why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Proof that he loves Vesta, prevent from making rash decisions.
Nothing has to be decided at the moment. Certainly not things that can't be undone.
Well, exactly. Beat it, you scoundrels. There's enough blood in this village already.
Sharing a village with murderers?
You were the first to spill blood!
It's not the same. If that's the case, you're banished from the village. Get out of here! We'll burn away the impurity you left in our village. Phew.
Send a telegram at the railway station?
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
My sister lives in Albuquerque. Station building?
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
He was an asshole anyways, right?
Do you still want to send something?
Georgia joke, what? Trying to wait for a time to go get ice cream.
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it.
Okay.
This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
but that was all the not prequel. Oh my god. You know what I'm talking about? Prelude? Opening? Opening. We'll just use opening. Yeah, it's a door.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is
So
like
just
my
me and
mood.
Rasputin this whole time?
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
The only person I consider close is my sister, but Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed
Sounds
on
like America.
sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end
Never
of the
neglect
line.
your horse, people.
Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
Remember that, sweetie. Don't neglect your horse. Rasputin's so wise. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. The Mermaid City's son? Go to your father's funeral. Oh. 1 second, I'm gonna go grab my... What did I just do? Chapter 1, what am I doing here? Oh, okay. I'll be right back, I'll go grab my ice cream. Okay. Okay. Ice cream. Ice cream. And it's Halo Top ice cream, so it's like barely any calories. I can eat this whole pint of ice cream, and with all the rest of the food I've eaten, I'm only going to hit 1,000 calories. Okay. Now, Mermaid City's sun. Yep, okay.
When people unite, empires fall.
Where am I going? Where am I going? I guess I'm going this way. Okay. God, you know, I miss loading screens. I don't get a chance to eat my ice cream before, bam, I'm ready to move again. Okay. A city that does not forget. Okay, good. Ice cream time.
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brother, turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor-General of Warsaw Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me, are you Polish?
Let's be honest. I don't know enough about history to know if this is gonna bite me in the ass. We'll say yes.
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor-General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samobladanie, Polyaki. We want that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Okay.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забираю. We'll take your lead.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
I'm going to take a look around.
Okay, find a way to get out of the kettling incident.
You will be mine, secret. Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment. To arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Gentlemen, please, forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno? Scrum! Dawaj.
I really want to hand over Wanda. I'm gonna keep on searching.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine?
Fuck off!
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight. They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
I guess I'm fighting now. Okay. Okay, there's Bukovac. Got some deed. Okay, we'll get some more deed. Okay. And start. Selecting yourself or a saluter. You what, baby? I always have ice cream in my mouth. You can preview both your and your saluter skills. This will help you plan your attack. You can summon another saluter at any time. A green frame around the saluter's image means they're exceptionally effective in a fight with the given enemy. Read the description above the saluter to find out why they'll be useful. Okay. Focused deprivation will be more effective against this enemy. Okay, okay. Okay, so often speaks Uwu more than English. Her La and R's are becoming W's. Yeah. This ice cream is really good. Oh, I didn't mean to click that old wound. Oh well. Yummy. I'm gonna hit you with a concussion. And then that. And then. Ooh, I'm gonna try that guy. We'll give you an old wound. What are you doing? Do another old wound. What do you do? Okay, how? Has state suffering. Ah, I felt that sneeze coming on. Okay. Cast stay suffering on enemy. If the enemy's health points is at least 50 skills, suddenly cast a state on a random enemy. Okay. Bloody Wedding. Inflicts damage equal to 8 for each enemy affected by suffering. Okay. Let's see. Put you right in the face. What are you doing? Yeah. You have a gun? Okay. To disable a trait. Enemy's trait. Attack them with a slave leader that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all of the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay. We'll get a diversion going. Okay. For some reason, I think that gun probably doesn't do as much damage as my fist, you know? Lower all the focus. Go ahead and give you an old wound and lower more. Oh, he does fight. I swear that's the first time he fought. So, old wound. Take away the rest of the focus. What? Oh my god! I have a gun? How come I haven't been using this gun the whole time? I lost my revolver. I just found out I had one.
Shulsky. Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Ew.
Can I use the phone?
Okay then. What's next? Oh, didn't try to do that. What's that say? Okay, got more mind. Okay.
What are you staring at,
Joseph?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. He's one of them that went after the Ruskies with his bare fists.
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
Don't
I
feed
have
the
moments
pride.
like that
It's
sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the Kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
Are you from somebody? What the heck does that mean?
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no.
These conversations are a little out there.
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts. Welcome to Warsaw.
I'll sit down. Okay. Is she gonna come talk to me?
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
We've got a little time to kill. Maybe now you can tell me more about yourself. You seem to know your way around this setting. You've been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
Right?
What exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all these crews might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Shulsky!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Fearless Wanda, smuggler bullets. Okay. Guardian and the bullets filled. Maybe if it will have us cross paths again, we'll meet at for jam donuts. Okay.
Shulsky, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
What about my gun?
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
It's Rasputin, isn't it? Feel like he does everything for me. Oh, got my gun back. So see, I still do have it. That's weird, just finding like things and reading them gives me experience. That's so weird. See, I'm gonna read this. Whoop. That's motivational to actually hunt down stuff when I get like levels and stuff off of it. Bam. Okay. Snap. Where am I going? I go up here. I go leave. Your father's funeral at the cemetery. Catch a tram. Cemetery. Whoa, what happened? That guy was T-posing for a minute. Okay. Where are we going?
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Your father didn't have a heart.
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Where are we going now?
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through
Chocolate
calmly.
brownie caramel ice cream.
Look at
Almost no
yourself.
brownies.
What
And I don't know, just too much chocolate.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Maybe. Stay to say goodbye to your father. Put that off until later.
Fine.
Might as well.
Let's
Might as
get
well.
this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth.
You know, I'm starting to think you don't like your dad.
The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutors. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother, because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia, because she wasn't born a boy. Me, because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life. I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
I haven't had time to think about it.
I understand. I hope you'll find some reason to stay here a little longer. Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kanieczkin. Ivan Kanieczkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
I'll go ahead and read this, get some
Great-grandmother
experience.
Josefina, a Thaumaturge.
I didn't try to...
Grandpa Nikodem, a Thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
Sounds like everyone's a Thaumaturge. Okay.
Now it's all over. Now, who might we have here?
It's... me?
He must not have recognized you, Uncle.
Sometimes I don't even recognize myself anymore. Don't tease him. He's had a hard day.
Uncle Voronin, good evening. My apologies.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
These names I cannot pronounce if I wanted, you know?
Thank you. And you, sir?
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually sparing you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Go to your father's study for the reading of the will. Okay. More. More. Oh, didn't mean to talk to you.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
So go in the basement for liquor? Oh, it said cellar. Cellar and a basement is not the same thing?
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to, and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Ligia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone? I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? Eustachio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Eustachio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity, Amen.
Excuse me, but could we get to the details?
Victor.
I think we all want to address more temporal matters, don't we?
In theory...
Would you be so kind?
Of course. Here we are. All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Eustachio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulski used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Shudmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him, myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitsus, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check there too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
I got 2 more levels. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save, and I'm just gonna go ahead and call it quits for the night since it's almost 1 o'clock here. Oh, God. I think tomorrow it's gonna be... What's today? Maybe it's Minecraft? I can't remember. I'll have to check with Jenny later. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stream again tomorrow, so thank you everyone for watching. Yeah. I'm still trying to think of what to do about June. Because since I'm going to be gone for surgery, I'm not going to have access to my gaming PC. So I'm trying to think what to do. We might try to just do some non-computer gaming streaming. I'm really not sure. Maybe play games. I might just bring my Xbox or something and maybe do Jackbox games. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will be on again tomorrow night with Jenny. And we'll play some games. So, thank you. And I hope everyone has a good night. Bye, everyone.